A really good Friday morning today, about 22 degrees in Dubai, a weather you simply do not get. Right before the heaving summer kicks in, so enjoying my favorite podcast in this very nice weather.
The lowest common denominator.
Don't get me started on that.
Everything was really going all right. It was just a fantastic day, fantastic weather. It's one of those days where you wake up and everything is just good. So nothing could have gone wrong at all at this point. That up until, of course, something happened and changed that. I mean, accidentally spilling water on any watch is not really an issue, but when it comes to AP, the 15500, you'd be dropping tears instead. But it doesn't look like I was worried at all, of course, and that's because I was not wearing my 15500. Let's rewind that really quick and see what I was wearing. So rewinding that really quick, of course I was wearing a G-Shock, a 2100, the new transparent one, some call them the Casio G.
Yeah, just a little space is good. So what I wanted to say basically is I wasn't wearing my AP 15500, of course. That would never be the case. I had this guy on, the 2100, the Casio G, the SKE, some call it, whatever you want to call it, but it wasn't the AP, it wasn't the 15500, that's for sure. Today we're talking all things digital, and of course when I say all things digital, I'm still talking about watches. This is one brand. When you think about Casio, of course you think G-Shock. Before we kick this video, don't forget to subscribe, turn on the notification bell so you know when that content drop fresh. Now let's get into this G-Shock video.
Quick shout out to AD, Yashar, Barry, and Swate who have requested for this video covering the various models of G-Shock. Actually, they had no idea that I owned the transparent one as well. It was just specifically for the black version. But I just want to say, really appreciate pushing me to do this, so thank you. And if you guys want to see anything specific in future, please do let me know. I read all of my messages and I try as much as possible to respond. Of course, the name that sticks, Casio G, is because of its resemblance to the Royal Oak. While as these two watches are miles apart from each other in terms of purpose, the ethos, the GA2100 1A is definitely a refreshing take on the iconic model. No matter of fact, it doesn't even just stop at the 1A, but I would say all of the variations are pretty much the same exact watch, just in different color combinations. And that's what sticks. The majority of us, of course, call it the Casio G because of its resemblance to the Royal Oak, as I said. But the truth is that the design is not foreign to Casio at all. In fact, it's really a hybrid between the G8700 and the DW5600 that is also part of another transparent collection. No one just paid attention to it. On top of that, the watch looks extremely rugged, sporty, and Casio has successfully given it a sleek and elegant look. And just like all G-Shock watches, the 2100 collection that I accidentally fell into collecting is extremely durable. Yes, I have accidentally fell into collecting the 2100 series. The Army GA2100 SU1A was sent to me by a viewer of the channel back in 2020, which I did mention on one of my videos. The all black used to be difficult. I'm not really sure if it's still the hardest one to get, but G-Shock Middle East sent over the black edition, so shout out to them for that. Honestly, the customer service that you get there is top in every single level you can imagine. Then you have the transparent, which is a brand new launch, and the earthy gray that kicked in about 2 weeks ago. I had ordered them and I had paid for them. So those are the actually two that I own that I paid for. These utility G-Shocks feature an analog digital display, which is really cool, I must say. Shock and up to 200 water resistance as well, with a battery life that could last up to 3 years. From this collection that we're looking at today, the case of the black and the gray has carbon fiber in the case construction and measuring about 48.5 by 45.4 by 11.8 mm. And not to mention that it's also very light, weighing about 51 grams. The 15500 is beyond comparison here. The automatic movement, the craftsmanship is really super nice watch, and it's a very difficult watch to get. If you guys been following me for some time, you actually know how extremely difficult this watch for me to get. It took me a very long time, but the thing with it, every time I have it on, I'm extremely careful not just to bang on doorways or whatever that may be. I'm actually thinking of doing another video for the 15500, putting it next to a stainless steel ceramic Daytona and talking about which one would be the ultimate pick between the two. If you had the chance to pick just one out of the two, which one would you go for and why? So look out for that video. Now back to these G-Shocks on the other hand, although it's extremely light, weighing just about 51 grams including the strap, they are built like tanks, literally. You go to war with this thing and it will outlast you. The mindset behind these G-Shocks is just simply wear it and forget it. They're fun, cool watches. That's what they really are, fun and functional. I would say it's easy to see why the 2100 series or the Casio Oaks has become immensely popular. It retains a true sporty, durable and robust DNA of the G-Shocks, while this getting a new refreshed design with the octagonal stretch bezel just like the Royal Oaks. A sleek and modern design that is not just functional but also fun. This is what this watch is about, fun and functional.